person. Sorry, I'm still picking out my teeth. Alright, so gonna do current energies, all signs. And I think I'm gonna go from Pisces backwards. Yeah, that's all I do. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, please give me a message for anyone who needs it. And please allow them to tune in when I'm doing their signs. For anything in their current situation, their recent past, or their near future. And Yeshua's precious and holy name, I ask and pray, amen. Father God, I actually also want to ask for protection of my home, my family, and myself, my property, protection of my viewers, anyone who's watching to hear a message from you and actually has good intentions and a good heart. Please protect them. Block and blind all evil eyes, any negativity sent from the enemy or any of our enemies. Anyone watching my channel just to get information, to try and help in their evil ways, their evil deeds, please block and blind them and remove them from my channel. And Yeshua's precious and holy name, I ask and pray, amen. Alright, gotta go with Pisces.
Finally find that thing you always wanted in a place on apartments.com. You can stack it up.
These obviously want to talk. I might actually want to use these for Pisces. I'm doing Pisces first. Whoever just joined the channel, join the chat. There's some Pisces that might be getting a brand new beginning, fire, passion, new beginning, either in a new career field or maybe a promotion or something at their existing job. Austin, Jamie, Amber, Mariah, Kim, and Mike. Someone is standing at a spiritual door, a spiritual gateway, and they're being asked, are you ready to level up and walk through, or do you need to go and learn this lesson one more time? Because somebody's still operating in childish behaviors, loose behaviors, and they haven't really done they haven't done the shadow work. And the only way for them to go through that door is if they do the shadow work and face their inner demons. Somebody could be in a codependent toxic relationship, and that could also be another reason why. Kind of looks like Beauty and the Beast if you look at the card. So it's like she's keeping him bound by his lust, and they probably have the same drug addiction, to be all the way honest. They're probably both alcoholics. But her outer beauty is what's keeping him attached. On the inside, she's not so cute. For him, or for her, she's attached to his inner strength, his inner beauty. Because clearly on the outside, he looks like a beast. So, they are bound by their addictions and their toxic behaviors, but they actually do have some genuine, authentic admiration and love for each other. It's just, well, yeah, I think on some level it's love, but it's being masked by lust and greed. But there's a mutual respect there, and but more than anything, it's their addictions that are keeping them together. Somebody could be 35 years old. Somebody's facing judgment too for either stringing this person along and stealing from them their time, their money, their intellectual property, actual physical property, trying to steal their joy and their peace of mind. And it's because this person couldn't make a choice. This beauty looked better on the outside, but her inside sucks. And they kept someone else strung along because they weren't so cute. They weren't as cute on the outside, but their inner beauty, like, just mesmerized this beast, and he couldn't make a choice. So now he's facing judgment, and he's under judgment for not making a choice and for shooting somebody along and hurting them and wasting their time, effort, and energy. And for not choosing his path versus choosing worldly things. He chose the world over his empress because his empress didn't show up in the package he thought she would. So he chose a fake empress who wouldn't know diddly squat about being a mother or being nurturing or being caring. This bitch don't do nothing without ulterior motives. It's never about just giving or helping. It's about what am I going to get if I give. The person he turned his back on actually was all those things. and he chose the world over true love and walking his destined path, stepping into his calling. Could be a Taurus, could be a Sagittarius. This reading's for Pisces, by the way. The High Priestess. There's Pisces. Someone's very grounded. They're very self-controlled. They're very wise. They've got all 5 clairs. They're very poised. And they knew this was going to happen. They were expecting it. But they also knew if they were obedient and followed the voice of God and what they believed God was telling them to do, that they would be rewarded at the end of this. This could be a divine feminine helping a divine masculine awaken. It's just for whatever reason, well, partly because this divine masculine's stubborn as all get out, but the masculine's awakening is so much harder. Don't ask me why. Clearly, I'm a feminine. I awoke quite a few years ago. It's been about. I've had my ups and downs in the road too, but my initial awakening was 2018. So, and I guess the road leading up to that was pretty intense, but I didn't fight it. I stressed out about it because I wanted to figure it out. I wanted to know what was going on, and well, there's no black and white when it comes to the ethereal realm or the spiritual journey. Someone's giving an ultimatum by God, by Spirit. Either stop refusing this transition, or there's something really fabulous going to happen that you should have been a part of, and you're going to miss out on it because you're resisting the transition. Someone's 28, someone's 48. Someone's a Capricorn. Someone's a musician, and they quite literally signed a contract in blood and sold their soul for a music contract. And it was all because they were under the manipulation of this little beauty here who's not so beautiful on the inside. She's a Jezebel. This person did get a nice settlement, but he blew through it faster than you could say fuck you. And his music career, it tanked, it bombed, it didn't go anywhere. And he still is in debt to the devil. See this right here? This is someone's shadow side not wanting to let go. They're trying to drag this person out of the light altogether and let the darkness completely take over. And this bitch over here, Miss Beauty, Miss Belle the Ball, who looks like the most gorgeous fucking thing since Aphrodite on the outside, but she's as evil and wicked and twisted and ugly as Madame Mim on the inside. I don't know if you remember Sword of the Stone, but that little witch in Sword of the Stone was Madame Mim, and I don't know why I just said that, but it's relevant for some reason. She's through lust and the contract and the rituals that this person willingly engaged in, they're having a hard time breaking free. So if this sounds familiar or sounds like it could be your story, pray for this person, because that's all you can do. Because quite sadly, this person pretty much did this to themselves. Someone is like a lipstick lesbian, or she pretends to be dainty and like very submissive and like damsel in distress. But when bitch gets behind closed doors, that bitch whips out a dick and she fucks her dude. Okay, like this bitch, she ain't no damsel in distress. This bitch is putting a strap on and she's fucking taking you to Pound Town, not the other way around. Like, see that big old sword she's got behind her? And then these two men here, they think they in control. They think they in charge. No. This bitch here, her dick's bigger than their two dicks put together. And she just lets them think it. Oh, how cute. Get over here, bitch. Like, that's unreal. It's definitely a throuple. I think this bitch has one dude that she likes to fuck her, and then she's got the other dude that she likes to take to Pound Town. It's almost like, what do they call that? Where, dudes pay other dudes. Cockhold, I think is what they call it. I don't know. But it's like where husbands will pay a dude to come in and, wait, how's that work? But like they get emasculated by another dude in front of their wife, or their wife emasculates them in front of the other dude. I don't know. It's really weird shit, but I know a couple people that they go for that kind of thing, and I think this story is one of those people. But it's like this woman has a type that she will let dominate her, and then when she's in that mood to whip out that strap on, she's got a type that she likes to emasculate. And she's got both of her types right along with her. Because I think they might be actually sleeping together too. They might even have separate bedrooms. And the bitch goes back and forth between the two. And when the bitch ain't home, the dudes go into each other's bedrooms. Ugh. I'm telling you, that's what that bitch looks like on the inside. She ugly. And something's about to end for her. And it's her karma for what she's done. The angel of death is coming to collect. She might have offered somebody up as a sacrifice that she didn't have the strength and the authority to sacrifice, and this demon or this devil is coming and saying, "Hey, I don't give a fuck if you can get it done or not, but our time ran out, and I'm here to collect. So I guess if you can't get that one, I'm taking you." The Tower. So This bitch might actually, since she couldn't, whoever it was she was trying to sacrifice, since she couldn't, probably this Empress, because she's the Empress in reverse. So she was probably trying to sacrifice this Empress because she knew that one of these dudes she had under her spell was actually in love with this Empress. And it very well could be the one that she's emasculating, because that might be what turns her on so bad, is the fact that even though he's madly in love with this other person, she's got that much power over him. Where not only will he not talk to this person, he will bend over and let her fuck him in the ass. Like, when he don't even really want to be there. Like, she's getting off on the power. Like, plain and simple. She might try to sacrifice him. Be careful being poisoned. I'm not even kidding. If any of this resonates, be careful of a bitch trying to poison you. Especially if you've been really tired, like, over the last couple weeks, months. This bitch is poisoning you slowly. Especially if your relationship's toxic on any level. Arguing, addictions involved, possible physical violence. Someone's turning to the light, though. Someone is actually, they're praying and they're begging God for forgiveness and praying for deliverance from this household, from this karmic ass witch bitch. Which very well, I really, since the beginning, I've been getting that the Pisces in this story is the feminine. She's definitely working with water spirits, or someone is. But you see, like, I think it's Leviathan spirit. That's the water demon or whatever. Someone's definitely having nightmares. They're being tortured at night. Could be experiencing sleep paralysis. And it's because this woman is sending them demons and demonic entities while they sleep. Make sure to always pray and pray for protection before you go to sleep every night, if that resonates. This bitch can have dreads. She could be into drugs, specifically mushrooms. She definitely has a very attractive outside. She's definitely a woman that most men couldn't resist. That's true test whether someone's truly gay or not. Fully gay, anyways. Because this woman, that's how beautiful she is on the outside. But just as beautiful as she is on the outside, she's just that much uglier on the inside. I mean, it's like the opposite ends of the spectrum. She's beautiful and could make you give her anything she wants just by the way she looks. But when you stick around long enough to realize how her ugly goes just as dark the other way, or just as powerful the other way, but usually you don't see that until it's too late. But yeah, and you're like, fuck, I'm sleeping with a demon. Straight up demon. Okay. Be brave and courageous. You can break free from the spirit. Because once you break free from the entity, the spell, the witchcraft, you're getting away from her is not going to be any question. Because you've done seen who she truly is. Like, she can't control you anymore, or like seduce you, or put like her looks can no longer, like, what's the word I'm looking for? If you want to say seduce, but I was looking for mesmerize you or compel you to stay. Her looks, that's how expect miracles, but in reverse. Someone's losing their faith because they've been stuck to this bitch for so long, and they're like, when, God, when? When are you going to deliver me from this bitch? And he keeps saying, when you walk out the door. Like, you're the one that got yourself into this mess. And you're the one that chooses to stay for whatever reason. I don't know. Because me and you both know she is not of the light. She is a very dark individual, and you have really messed up your life with her. You haven't ruined it, but you've really caused yourself a major setback. Cut the cords. Can't make the shit up. Get away from her, do a cord cutting ritual, and never speak to her again. Like, no phone calls, no nothing. Like, if you got kids, just you stay on top of it. Now, every Friday, you owe this bitch $100. And either mail it to her or send it to her through Walmart. I don't fucking know, but do not hear her voice or see her in person. Because she is never going to let you go. She will go. Well, I think you know how far she'll go if this is resonating. So, yes, deal with your duties, and if you have kids and you want visitation, have them drop them off at a family's house and make sure they're gone before you pick them up. Because no, this bitch is never going to change. See how pretty? Like, yes, that was only skin deep. Always remember, the bitch looks like this on the inside. You needed this to heal, though. It was the only thing that was going to wake you up. And bring harmony and resolution in all areas of your life. Because now you know what you want and what you don't want. You know how to spot fake. Now you can recognize the real. And you can recognize the fake as well. And that was one of the biggest things you need to learn, because this is not the first time you've made this kind of mistake. If it's resonating. Alright. Let's get out of Pisces energy. Go to Aquarius. One more thing on the Pisces story. Red hair. Someone has red hair. Or dyed red hair. Because it definitely was not a natural red. But it was on the guard. Aquarius, Aquarius, Aquarius. Actually, because I know I'll take that. That's it. I know a Brittany that's an Aquarius, so we'll take that one. David, Edwin, Dina, Brandon, Reagan, Zach, Liz, Michelle, Lisa, Lindsay, BJ, Rachel, Hope, and Derek. Aquarius, you're very popular. But you definitely either you're a leader, a community leader, maybe local government, could be a lawyer, judge, police officer. You interact with a lot of people on a daily basis. If you're operating out of your shadow side, you could be a drug dealer. You're coming out of a heartbreak. You're healing up really well. It was really hard at first, though. And I think it's because you didn't know how to take rejection. Maybe clearly you're not the one that gets rejected. And maybe this could be the first time you ever got rejected and you didn't know how to handle it. And you were pissed off and it broke your heart all at the same time. It was fated to happen, though. And it threw your life into a chaotic season where you might have lost a lot monetarily and possessions wise. You could have even lost like friends and family. And it could have been a Libra or a Virgo that caused this downfall. A very smart and intelligent Libra or Virgo who probably a divorcee who was bitter from her husband cheating on her or leaving her and abandoning her, and now she gets off on breaking up other couples, and she might have lured you away. I wonder how that can be the same story I do with Pisces. Wow. Well, maybe one of the men in the throuple with Pisces is in Aquarius. Definitely love her. So that's Gemini twice, Virgo, Libra. The Four of Cups is Cancer. The Five of Cups is Scorpio. Aries could have been involved too. But after this heartbreak, because you realize this woman just did this in order to like split you up from like your true counterpart, like your true happiness, and you had to heal from that. And now you're finally healed and you're ready to start over again on a new journey. Looking up on the morning rain, I used to feel so uninspired. Before the day I met you, life was so unkind. But you're the key to my peace of mind. And you make me feel, yeah, you make me feel like a natural woman. And that's the truth. Also, a secret could have come out. This Virgo, this Libra, could have been born a man. And you met them as a woman, Aquarius. And you wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. He wasn't. That could have been like why you went into solitude. Because you really wasn't ready for that truth. And the fact that bitch tried to lie to you and tell you she was pregnant. When the bitch ain't got the fucking womb to hold a baby, to carry a baby. All right. Somebody's heavily burdened. Something out there, I don't know. Because they our master manipulator. They're a trickster. And this is the first time anyone's ever called them on their bluff. And they've been at the reverse end of the wheel. They're used to manipulating people's energy and manifesting positive, good things off of other people. Well, this time, they met their match. And they got sent to the bottom of the wheel. And they don't know how to take that. But I guarantee you one thing, they'll never offer fake love to anyone ever again. If they learn nothing else throughout this experience, they learn not to tell somebody they love them if they don't. And they do have new love coming in too. Because this person, although they earned this karma and, well, flat out they deserved what they got, they're still human, and they got that spiritual spanking. They got it hardcore. It's like their spirit guides, the spirit team took turns. But now they're giving this person another chance to actually be a decent human being and treat someone the way they deserve to be treated and actually have a happy life, a good marriage, a happy marriage, and everything this person ever wanted. They're getting a second, or probably a third or fourth chance, because this person has definitely played these fucking kind of reindeer games before. Because he was bound to the devil, or she, depending on how it resonates. But they were bound to the devil for so many years because they were locked inside their head, and their inner child kept wanting one more hit. Please, I can't face the world as a man. I can't face the world as a woman. I need you to hit the crack pipe one more time. I need you to smoke another bowl of meth. Like, tip up another bottle of tequila. And this person's finally letting that go. They're realizing that drugs and alcohol don't do nothing but end you up homeless, sleeping under a bridge, with no food. All your friends and family won't speak to you. I mean, your real friends, like the people that actually care about you and want to see you do well for yourself. The energy is changing, and it's changing quick. It's like a knight in shining armor showing up in his chariot. Chariots of fire, but yet this is a woman, or, well, could be a feminine man with long dark hair and a purple cape. But it definitely reminds me of Wonder Woman. But it's someone who, like, they almost as if they fell out of the sky and saved your life. Like, the moment you meet them, or the moment you met them, this person just, everything about them made you want to be a better person. I mean, it made your world a happier place just by them being in your presence. And if you've already met them and you've already, like, and you guys got separated for whatever reason, you're now saying, why did I fuck that up? And maybe this is the Spirit and God's way of bringing it back around to give you one last chance to not fuck it up. Because this person really does inspire you. They're like your muse. And I'm sure this person thinks very highly of you, or at least they did at one point. But they were sent like a gift from God to help you break this generational curse, break these addictions, break the chains that bind. And you also, in return, were helping them in a lot of ways as well. Until somehow, some way, this fucking Queen of Swords devil bitch, Hoochie Mama, got in the middle and separated you guys. Libra or Virgo. Yeah. You guys are both wounded warriors. And you're almost healed. And that's why you guys were brought in each other's lives, because there was something that you two, through experience or through your authentic, genuine personality, like your innate personality, that only you two can understand each other. Like no one else on earth can understand you the way that this person does. And that was the secret ingredient. That was the magic of your connection. And that was the magic of the healing that you guys could do for each other. Because your authentic, genuine, innate soul character, like personality, your soul at its most purest form matches up. And your experiences throughout life have matched up quite. You guys have lived mirrored lives. Even if you came from two different countries, two different social classes, two different races, you guys lived mirrored lives. And that's the magic of the connection. And that's why you guys were chosen to help each other heal. So you can walk through that portal, walk through that door you're standing at it, you're looking at it like, wow, it's so pretty. What's on the other side? I don't know, George. Well, why don't we heal and find out? Okay, that's the only way we're getting across. That's the only way we're going to be able to open the door. There is a true authentic love shared between the two of you. And like I said, you guys get each other in a way that no one else on earth does. And I think you both recognize that, and you both agree that no one in your life before or since has understood you or made you feel like home. This person makes you feel like you're home when they're with you. The hair. Just discernment before a passionate encounter leads to the magic of love. Use discernment and don't rush it. This was written in the stars. Like, you deserve a slow love. You deserve everything that love is, not just the physical, hot and passionate rabbit moments. That you have the power to transcend failure and move into a limitless future. Even though I wouldn't say you're a failure, but if you're calling yourself a failure because of the way this connection fell apart or you walked away from it, you have the power to transcend that into something beautiful and limitless for the rest of your life. And quite possibly throughout eternity. Because this does seem like an eternal love. Is this burning an eternal flame? Close your eyes. Can you see me? Can you feel it? Do you understand? The hippopotamus. Friends, stand close by to shield you from life's adversities. So, trust and believe you've got friends that have seen this Queen of Swords in action. They know what this Queen of Swords has done to you. And they also know with this Empress, how they know how your demeanor and how you behaved and presented yourself when you're with each of these people. And they know that Queen of Swords was no good for you, and they remember that Empress, you were pretty happy and you were doing pretty well when you were with them. So your friends will help you make this transition. Only you can prevent forest fires smoking. Gotta remember, at the end of the day, you did get yourself into this. The Parrot. Let sunshine revitalize your soul and color transform your world. Go spend some time outside in nature. Get out of the house. Quit hiding away out of shame and guilt and fear. Go be seen. And quite possibly, you might run into somebody you really want to talk to and you're just afraid to. That's Aquarius. On to Capricorn. Capricorn, you're wounded too. Wow. 9 of Wands right off the gate. Came good out of the box. It could be because someone stole your happiness, stole your joy, which they really can't because God gives you joy. Happiness is from within. So no one can actually steal it from you. So that's an illusion. But someone sure as well tried. And you've been fighting many battles throughout your entire life. Your life has not been hard. Your life has not been easy, Capricorn, because you were chosen. You were chosen for something bigger than you think it is. Like you have no idea at this point in your life where you're 10 years from now where you're going to be. And 10 years ago, you didn't think you'd be here. So, you know what I mean? You were chosen for a calling that is bigger than you can imagine. And only you could have walked this path. And as hard as it's been, one day you are going to look back and be glad that you were chosen, that God chose you. Keep your head up. You'll get through this, Capricorn. Edward. Dina. Edwin. Jenny. Ricky. Jordan. Darius. That's so funny. It's 2 of my celebrity crushes. When I was a little kid, Jordan Knight, I was like, I'm gonna grow up and marry Jordan Knight. And then I really always had a thing for Darius Rucker too. Tito. Tony. Melinda. Michelle. Mike. Ruth. Carter. George. Haley. Jacob. And Melissa. Whoa. Capricorn, you're quite the disgust individual here. People be talking about you all the time. Some good, some bad. Some you don't even know. You don't even know some of these people. But your name is constantly in the mouths of people that are sitting in rooms you've never stood foot in. And it's because people are, whether people love or hate you, they are fascinated by you. They are tempted by you. They are mesmerized by you. You have that energy. You have that ability to when you walk into a room, all eyes are on you. You have a way of capturing people when you speak. You have, just walking into a room, without even speaking, you have a way of capturing the attention of the room. And a lot of people really admire this about you. And then there's some hate-ass bitches that really hate it about you because they wish they had it. Some people probably think you're the devil. And it's probably because throughout all the shit you've been through, you're still a nice and kind person, but you probably come off brash or you're very blunt. And sometimes that can be mistaken for being an asshole or being a bitch. And it's simply because so many people have hurt you that you just ain't got time to tolerate any more fucking jokers, any more clowns. Someone who you thought was your best friend is one of your hidden enemies. Could have known this person since you were a child. Could have been a past life karmic that followed you into this life. This is someone you've known for a very long time. They're jealous of your independence. They're jealous of the fact that you're adored by a lot of people. They really hate the fact that they have to, or they think they have to, use negative forms of attraction to get attention, and you don't. You actually you just demand it, like you just command it, like I said, without even speaking. Sometimes it's just like you know your authority and you walk in it. You know your ranking in the spiritual realm and you walk in that ranking. You walk in that authority. You walk in that power, and people notice it just by you walking by them. They see your strength. They know you know your worth and your power, and it's just it goes unspoken. Well, this fake friend is silent hater. They have to basically sell their body, or make up a bunch of lies, or at least that's what they tell themselves. Well, the only way somebody's gonna like me is if I tell them I have $1 million. Well, the only way somebody's gonna like me is if I set their dick for crack. Stupid, negative, unhealed bullshit. Because this person, quite honestly, if you were friends with them and you let them that close to you, they probably do have the same kind of energy as you. It's just they are choosing to live unhealed and to vibrate out of their shadow, and they don't have the same authority. They have the same power, but they don't operate with the same authority because you're operating out of your light side, out of your righteousness, like out of your God, the God, your good side. So you are walking in the authority. Now they still have the abilities, the power, but they're walking in the shadow. So their vibration is too low in order to be fully standing in that authority like you are. And if they thought last season was gut-wrenching, wait until this wheel spins again. I don't know if they're going to be able to handle it, Capricorn. But at the same time, they know some shit they've done to you in the dark, and they know they deserve it. And so do you. Somebody's name could be Torah. Someone could be Jewish. Someone was offered a gamble and they chose to roll the dice, and they lost you. They gambled you away. But again, there's a good chance they were hating on you in secret, in private, working against you, trying to take away everything you worked hard for and try to claim it as their own. So they actually did you quite the favor by rolling that dice and gambling you out of their life. Balance is being restored. Anything that was stolen from you that is rightfully yours will be given back. And by some things, the person that took them will personally hand deliver it to you and apologize to you. Now, that probably won't be very many, but at least one. Because this person, I think, actually has genuine remorse, and they actually do hate what they've done to you, and they really want a second shot at being in your life. Be really careful though before you let anyone back into your life that is capable of doing whatever this person did to you, because it's not cute and it's not kind, whatever it is. And it could have involved money. They might have been offered money to go against you, or to lie on you, or set you up in some way, shape, or form. But this person, whatever was done to you behind your back, was done because of money. They thought they were getting their answers prayer, and when they thought they were winning, they didn't give a fuck about you. They threw you under the bus. Possibly up to 3 times. And see how there's nothing in the water. This person's waiting for their package, their ship to come in. There's nothing there. They set you on fire 3 fucking times. And they never got a fucking thing out of it. Except losing you. Because they thought there was something better in one of these other bowls. See, there's the golden ticket right there. See how it's the unique one, the odd one? That's the one that had you in it. All these others were fool's gold. And this person, even though you should have stood out, you should have been the easiest one to spot. Like, me personally, that's the first one my eyes would have caught. But to this person, they had to go around to everything else, even though they had already been with you. They had to go to every other bowl before they would ever even think, fuck, I had everything I ever wanted in this little orange bowl, this little bronze bowl right here. But because I thought I deserved gold, or I thought that gold was the prize, I lost my bronze. Or I lost my, I guess that would be more like copper, but I lost the true prize. I lost the real authentic bitch. My fake fucking around with fool's gold and gold diggers. But this person was quite the gold digger themselves, and that's one of the reasons why this had to happen. They had to be matched up with somebody who would do exactly to them what this person had done to you and several other people before you. Could be a Taurus, Hierophant. Or this person now, after getting enlightened on the reality of some bullshit, realizes they want to marry you. They feel like you guys have a soul connection, a soul bond, and that you guys do have a purpose together. Like, you guys will enrich each other's lives, and you will help each other grow spiritually. You give this, being around you gives this person a joy and a happiness that they don't have when they're with anyone else. Like, if you're not with them, there's just, they don't smile as bright when you're not around. It's like they see heaven in your eyes. Not that they're, absolutely devastated or not happy at all when you're not there, but when you are there, it's like a little piece of heaven. God set down in front of them and bless them with that little piece of heaven until they cross over, and that little piece of heaven is you. Taurus again. So, Capricorn, you really could be attached energetically to a Taurus. Or the next person you get with is going to be the person you have children with. Or this Taurus has someone pregnant and they don't know how to tell you. And they really want to because they really miss you. They want you in their life, but they know that this is going to be, because they did it. They planted some very deceitful, wicked seeds, and you are thrown under the bus for at least 3 of them that they planted. And one of them is probably this fucking seed they planted in this bitch's belly. But I don't know. I don't know if this person like really was like, yeah, I'm gonna get that fucking Capricorn. Yeah. Or if it was like, well, even though I really care about this person, I gotta do what's best for me, and what's best for me is this. And since I don't know how to tell this person because I don't want to hurt them, I'm just not gonna speak to them, which in turn still hurts them. And I really don't know what this person was thinking. Because if they're really thinking like, yeah, fuck that Capricorn, knock him in the shin, knock him in the balls, like, the audacity of them to want to even contact you is really out of this world. But check it out, resonates for you. People are strange, that's for sure. But they're wishing they wouldn't have made this choice now. They may be happy that they have a kid on the way, but they have nothing in common with this woman. Or it's they view you as their empress. They view you as the fertile, like, relationship that they can build with. Like, you're the person that they will build an empire with. And that could be why they're staring out this window wishing they would have stayed with you, or that they could get to you. Or it's one of those, they want their cake and eat it too. They want this beautiful bitch on the trophy wife that can give them a kid, but they also want you in the late midnight hour when the trophy wife's bitching or passed out soaring with the cucumber mask on. So he runs the Capricorn. Oh, wow. This person he went to is a straight up bona fide thief. And they're a master manipulator who knew how to cloak your energy. Because that's the way it fell out. It was straight up like this. And when I went like that, someone hiding behind someone else's, they're cloaking themselves and hiding and playing someone else's energy to fool someone in order to kill, steal, and destroy this person's life purpose or their union, because these two people actually were destined and they were really happy together. And there's the Emperor. There's something fated about this connection, and whoever is cloaking themselves as the Capricorn, they're gonna really wish they hadn't done that. If they probably already do, because the mask has slipped. Because the Capricorn or you've pulled your energy back, and the person couldn't pretend to be you anymore. So now their true colors are showing, and that might be why your Emperor or Empress is staring out this window, wanting to knock themselves the fuck out because they can't believe they're stuck with this bitch when they really wanted to be with you, and they had no one to blame but themselves because they had you and they walked away from you for this bitch. energies are shifting very, very quickly. So expect the unexpected, Capricorn. Ooh. Could be a Cancer too. Taurus, prosperity lies ahead. So this Taurus knows. What's up, Sherry? They know that if they would have stayed with you, that you guys would have had a very abundant, prosperous life together. And again, I think energies are shifting and moves are being made. Nothing will come in the situation. That could be your person knowing, I got myself in a dead end, deadbeat situation. I fucking got played. This bitch is crazy. Thank you. This bitch is crazy. She was only pretty on the outside, and she's dead on the inside. My other person wasn't ugly on the outside, but they weren't as good looking on the outside. But they were very alive on the inside and very frugal and very abundant when it came to building a mystery, building an empire. Like, there's a future with you. There's not a future with this other person. Their future is going to be 6 feet under if they don't get away from this bitch. Expect powerful change and emotions running high. Yeah, I mean, this whole situation was just shitty. Like, I mean, the ringleader really deserves a because everyone involved got hurt on some level. Only one person was innocent. You, Capricorn. Or, well, take it how it resonates, but the way I've been reading it, Capricorn was the innocent one. But everyone hurt. But the other people, they willingly chose to engage in this plot, the scheme. Oh, thank you. I accept donations to cashapp. It's in the description. Actually, I think it's in the title too of this video. But everyone else willingly chose to engage in this negative, evil ass bullshit. So they deserve what's coming to them. This innocent person didn't deserve what they went through. But at the same time, everything happens for us, not to us. And this person, this Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn, has become a stronger, and they will soar higher into the sky now that they've gone through this. Even though I'm sure they still part of them wishes they hadn't, because they lost people they loved, they lost jobs that they loved, they lost houses. They lost some shit like that they cared about, like, very deeply, especially the people. And so, yeah, the reward is great, but the risk was almost too costly. All right, moving on. Sagittarius. This is one of the most random things I've ever gotten told. So, if you're a Sagittarius and you're a bowler, next time you go bowling, use an 8-pound ball. I don't control it. someone's being asked to tap into their inner archer too. So if you're a hunter, like, and you normally with a shotgun, you're being asked to learn to hunt with a bow and arrow. Sagittarius, apparently you're really popular too. Haley, or you got a lot of people in your business. Jacob, Darius, Jenny, George, Ursula, Sarah, Jamie, Drake, Carter. I know you were hurt, but because you are so brave, you will have everything you ever wished for. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, God warned me. Like, I mean, I saw it coming before it came. Like, I didn't know exactly everything, like, or what was going to happen. I just knew that the people closest to me were going to betray me in the most malicious of ways. I just didn't know exactly how it was going to play out, but I was warned. And I was told very specific instructions, and they were not the easiest instructions to follow. But I did my best. I'm not gonna say I'm perfect. Like, I know there was things I messed up, but I got enough of it right to where I really believe God's pleased with me, and I believe that some people they got a better outlook on life now because of me being obedient. At least they're not dead anyways. Amber, Austin, Kim, Mariah, and I think they actually want to live life now. So that in itself is worth it. Like, to actually have inspired another human being to want to live, that makes everything worth it. Edward, Dina, Melissa, Ruth, Mike. You know a lot of M names. Melinda, Michelle, Tony, and Betty. Man, Sagittarius, I bet going with your Rolodex is really easy. It's probably got a crease like in the bind where you just have to go and you're already where you want to be. Or at least in the M's. Somebody's family doesn't like who they're dating. And there's many different reasons why. Some are jealous because they want to date who you're dating. Others they feel like this person's not good enough for you. Others are racist. Others, it's a Christian or it's a religious thing. But your family is really not supportive of whoever you are about to get a new beginning in love with, or the person you chose as your partner. But you are obviously not giving a fuck. If you did at one point, you don't anymore, because you're about to offer this cup of love to this person, or you already have, and your family is really upset with you for offering it to this person. Maybe you're Catholic and they're Protestant, or you're Christian and they're Buddhist. I really am getting the vibes of this is a religious thing more often. The major issue is the religion, like different religious backgrounds. But then, like I said, all those other scenarios too. But you will have justice in this scenario, like in your life, as long as you trust and follow your heart, because this person is going to make you happy, and it is going it's going to be karmic justice for everything you've been through up until now. You could be an earth angel, or the person you picked is an earth angel, and but they're in disguise, like, and your family, for whatever reason, God's cloaked their heart, their true. They can't see this person as God sees this person, and there's a reason for that. And I think you had your blinders on too when you first met this person, but God revealed to you this person's true heart and this person's true worth. He just hasn't done that for your family yet, and it's because your family has to learn the same lessons you had to learn. Beauty is only skin deep if you're shallow and basing it on outer looks. If you really genuinely go to the soul level, to the heart, and you want a true person that will be loyal and genuine and loving and caring and nurturing, and someone you can build with, and that will actually be there through thick and thin, through sickness and health, till death do you part, you got to look here, fuck here. And sometimes if you're really blessed, you get both. But if you're only looking here and you're not looking here, you're gonna get fucked every time. There is a Libra or a Virgo that really is speaking out against this connection. They could be sending you messages right now, or they want to travel to your house and cause, for whatever reason, they want your heart broken. And I honestly, with these two cards coming out together, I don't even think it's this connection. I think it's just this person, for whatever reason, they don't think you deserve love. But this interaction was fated to happen for you to see this Virgo or this Libra's their true heart. And take the blinders off on the way you view this person as well, because this person's not so nice. They're not as nice as they come off as. Their heart is actually dark and wicked. And they're childish and they're shallow. They only give when they think they can get in return. And maybe that's what it is. Maybe by you getting into a relationship, you're not going to be able to help them or provide for them the way that they're used to you helping and providing for them. And they're saying, that's my pinnacle, bitch. Get back. So this person might be jealous of your time or your the money that you're not going to share with them, because you're going to share it with your new person, your new partner. And they're just not going to have that. So if that resonates and there's a Libra or Virgo in your life, be careful, because I think you're about to see some true colors that you are going to be very, very shocked by. And it could even be one, they might even come off, because this is the Virgo card. So they might come off as if they're self-sufficient, independent, like they don't need anything from you, and they've just been able to highly manipulate you into getting things out of you without having to actually show you that they're needy and they need the things from you. Versus, oh, it would be so sweet if you buy that for me. Be a good cousin, good brother, good son. It'd be so sweet if you take me here. Go on a trip with me, whatever. They've always worded it and manipulated you into thinking that that's what you should do because of the role, how you guys are connected to and tied to each other. Instead of telling you, hey, I can't pay my rent. Can you help me? Or can I borrow my rent money? Or I need to ride to so-and-so's house and my car's broke down, or I don't have a car. You know what I mean? Which I'm sure if they didn't have a car, you'd know that. But they've always worded it and made it as if you should do these things for them because you are their son, their brother, or their cousin, instead of ever saying it like they needed it. Because God forbid that you knew they needed you. Even I'm sure you're not retarded and you kind of probably put that together already. Alright, so I know there's only 2 people watching, so this is possibly not going to resonate. But if you're a Sagittarius who is an entrepreneur or has some kind of small business, if you've employed this person, the Virgo or possibly Libra, this bitch has been deceiving you for quite some time. And they probably, especially if you've ever let them do the books or that's their job is doing your books. Bitch has been scheming from you for a long time. Or possibly, that could be you, Saggy. Take it how it resonates. But whoever it is that's getting the shit into the stick at this point, the wheel is going to turn and you are going to be victorious. So if you have someone working for you that is skimming off your books or is stealing from you, lying to you, or whatever, they're going to be exposed, and you're going to be able to remove them from your business and your life. I mean, unless for whatever reason you choose not to, but if you choose to keep them in your life, because you'd be stupid to keep them in your business, like if you want to be successful. But if you keep them in your life, you can just expect conflict because they're going to. Oh, did you know what Uncle Bob did to me? Do you know what Cousin Vinny did to me? Bitch, you shouldn't have been stealing. Like, it's your fault. And Cousin Vinny and Uncle Bobby they looked out for themselves because they were doing you a fucking favor and you were fucking being a shitbag. But they're going to word it in a way that they always have. They're going to make everyone feel sorry for them. They're the victim. And they're going to get this whole group hating Uncle Bobby or Cousin Vinny. And by the time people realize that this bitch was just a dumb cunt who chose the wrong path and chose to steal from Uncle Bobby or Cousin Vinny, everyone's fighting and there's been a lot of things said and that can't be taken back and possibly some people in jail for battery. All because somebody can't take accountability and own up to their own mistakes and their own fucking shit-tacular ways. And somebody made a decision without knowing all the facts. Oh, wow. This could have already happened. Someone talked you out of the new beginning in love. They talked you out of offering love to someone because they didn't want to have to share that pinnacle, have to share that your time, whatever your pinnacle is, however it resonates for you. They talked you out of offering love to someone who would have been truly amazing for you, and your lives would have both been enriched because of being in each other's lives. This hidden enemy, they talked to you, they lied to you about this person. They pretended to know them, or even if they possibly did actually know them, what they told you was a fucking lie. And it was just to get you to stop talking to this person. And literally, it was the most selfish thing ever because the only reason they didn't want you talking to this person is either A, they wanted the person themselves, or B, they didn't want to have to share whatever it is that they were benefiting off you for. If that resonates, cut this bitch out and go get the one you wanted to offer that love to. Like, life's too short. Life is too short. So you could have wanted to offer love to a Capricorn, or that could have been a lie too. This person could have said, hey, Capricorn, or whoever, they're a fucking drug addict. They are fucking strung out. They suck dick on the street, in the old West End for fucking crack. Like, they could have said some really crazy shit. And because they were family or a trusted friend to you, you believed them. And they were lying through their teeth. And like I said, it was either A, they didn't want to have to share with this person what they were benefiting from you, or they wanted this person too, and instead of telling you that they found the person attractive and they wanted to date him, they just told you that this person was a piece of shit drug addict. And you kind of knew that too. Like, something just didn't seem right when this person was saying this shit about this person. You're like, I've spent a lot of time with this person, or that's just not who I can't imagine that person being like that. Like, your intuition told you this person was lying, but for whatever reason you chose to ignore it. And since then, things have come out, and you're really like, fuck, I knew that bitch was lying to me. Even though I wanted it to be true, because I didn't want to believe that my sister, my mom, my cousin, my best friend from 9th grade, like, I just didn't want them to believe they were lying to me, but I knew better. I knew that person wasn't like that. It could have been a Scorpio or a Libra that lied to you. Or that's just you being all in your emotions because you feel like you missed a chance with this person that you genuinely have real authentic feelings for. But you never know if you don't try. I mean, unless you talk to them, how do you know if they're single or not? How do you know if, like, they're not interested? That's what got you this mess in the first place. We make ourselves an ass when we assume things. Get out of that head. I mean, you're getting there. You're getting out of that mental prison that you created for yourself, or maybe you're getting released from jail. I don't know. But you're coming up out of that fear lack mentality, and I think you are about to go speak your truth to someone, because you know damn well it wasn't just this one person. There was more than one person working against you and this partnership. For whatever reason, these people did not want the two of you together. And like I said, I think there was quite a long list of motives, and each person had a different reason for not wanting you with them. Stop beating yourself up. Love yourself, and go tell this person how much you love them. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? You're already, like, beating yourself up, having nightmares, like, crying. You're already stressing yourself out. Like, why is this person telling you that they're not interested any worse? It actually might be a relief, because maybe it'll help you release the guilt and the attachment and be able to move on and focus on your bag. You'll never know if you don't try. And I can promise you one thing, you're never going to get over them if you don't contact them and make some kind of an effort. And that's to speak your truth. Stand in your authenticity, your genuine truth. Let this person know how you feel about them. Let them know why it took them so long. Let them know. I don't know. Tell them whatever the fuck you want to tell them, as long as it's true and it's genuine and it's authentic to what your heart is telling you to say. You might find that you get your prayers answered. You get unstuck and all the lies and the illusions. Because, you know, as heavily as I feel that this was like a group of people that was trying to stop this, it might not necessarily be your family. Their family might have fucking, especially if you guys have like interacted in the past, or you guys were friends, or you've been on dates, or you've been romantically involved, even on a physical level. There could have been people on both sides fucking with the section. So this person might have been lied to and told some bullshit about you as well. I mean, anything's possible. And you could very well be their wish fulfillment as well. But if you don't contact them, You're never going to know. I think I'm going to end after this one and take a break. I need to smoke a cigarette and everything, and then I'll come back. If I don't come back tonight, I wish I might come back tonight, but I'll come back and do like Scorpio to Aries. Red Squirrel, gather your resources now, for they will sustain you through the coming change. Something is changing, and it might actually very well be your relationship status. If you will stop, if you'll grow up ahead, take life by the kahunas. Cheetah, a decision once made will be followed by unwavering action. Change, action. Yeah, both those cards speak of major changes happening in your life. Ba-boom. In love and declarations of passion, heartfelt communication is the key. That communication is going to change your life. Grow the balls and make a phone call, send a text, or go show up at the person's door if you know where they live. You're standing in your own way. And that's your Sagittarius. I love you guys. If you love me as much as I love you, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.